Hi everybody, this is Mrs. Ellsworth, and what we're going to be talking about today is writing chemical formulas for ionic compounds. These are binary compounds. They are just involving just one positive ion or cation and one negative ion or anion. Each one of these just have one single atom ion in them. There are no polyatomic ions in this section. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to write down the ion for each one of these, and so I had you go and mark the tops of your periodic table, and so let's go ahead and figure out some of these. So the very first one has got magnesium, that's Mg, okay, and it's got a +2 charge. Let me show you on the periodic table. It's got a +2 charge. We just look up here. Remember that all the ones in this section right here, I need to give you a Roman numeral to give you some extra information to know what charge it has. Otherwise, if they're in these columns, they'll have the charges written up above it. So let's continue. Okay, and then chloride is Cl. Okay, and it is right here is a halogen, and so it's got a -1 charge. So I'll put a negative charge. And so what we do is we do the switcheroo now, and so this 2 will come down here. It has no charge. This -1 comes down here, and it has no charge written either, because now, and a reminder that we don't write ones, so it's Mg1, we don't write the 1, and then a Cl, and then it's going to have that little baby 2 down there, that subscript. Now, just a reminder that these are the number of atoms. Now, there are 2 chlorines and 1 magnesium in the formula of magnesium chloride. So that's how we do it. We just switch the numbers, and they're like absolute value. They go down here with no charge written on them. Okay, copper 2 bromide. Copper 2 is right here, copper, and it's given you a Roman numeral. It has to give you more information so you know what one you're talking about. So it's Cu, and it is a +2 charge. Bromide is Br, okay, and it is a halogen also. Oopsie. It is a halogen, so it's a -1. Okay, and then we do our switcheroo. Okay, so this 2 will come down here. The 1 will come down here. And so you have Cu, Br2. Okay, again, we don't write ones in chemistry. That's it. That's it. Okay, copper 2 sulfide. Okay, so copper is Cu, it's a +2. That's so nice. It's right there. You just about don't even have to look it up, but you might have to just to make sure you got the right symbol. Because copper, Cu. Sulfide is sulfur. Okay, remember the negative ion. The first one's positive ion, second one's negative ion. The negative ion always has an IDE for a suffix if it's on the periodic table. Oops, let me look here. So here's sulfur, and it's a -2. So you get Cu2, this 2 comes down here, and an S2, but this a 2-to-2 ratio, we need to change this to a 1-to-1 ratio, so it's kind of like math where you have to go and reduce it, so it's Cus. Okay? Okay, next, we've got iron 2 sulfide, iron 2 oxide, and silicon sulfide. Okay? Silicon is not normally done in ionic formula, but I did it for a reason so that you could see some more of that reducing part of it. Okay, so iron is Fe, and it is a +3. Okay, and just like on the previous slide, we've got sulfur. Okay, it's sulfide because it's a negative ion, and it has a -2. Okay, and we do the switcheroo. Go ahead, pause it and do it and see how well you do. Okay, we get a 3 down here, this 3 comes down here, and this 2 comes down here, so it's Fe2S3. You can't do any reducing with that. Those are both prime numbers, so that's good right there. Okay, it's just big. Okay, iron 2 oxide, so we got that Fe again for iron, we got +2 charge. Okay, and then oxide is oxygen, and it is actually in sulfur's family. Oh goodness, there we go. Oxygen is a -2. Okay, -2. And you can probably see that you're going to get a 2 to 2 ratio again, and that, or like some kids like to say, this cancels itself out. But it's a 1 to 1 ratio, so just let me just do the teacher talk here. So the 2 comes down, the 2 comes down, so you get Fe2, O2, and then those will change to a 1 to 1 ratio because we'll reduce it. That's it. We don't write ones. Okay, silicon is Si, and it is right underneath carbon, right here, and it's got a +4 charge. Okay, and sulfide, we've done that now a couple of times. It's a -2. Okay, so let me get a different color here. This 2 comes down here, the 4 comes down here, and so you got Si2, S4. And so now we got to reduce. There's a 2 to 4 ratio. We need to change it to a 1 to 2 ratio. You can also think divide by the smallest number. Okay, maybe something like that. And you could divide by 2 if you're having trouble seeing that there's a 1 to 2 ratio. So it's Si. We don't write ones. S and then a 2. Okay, so that's how we do these. I have a practice sheet for you to do, and then I have a sheet for you to do for homework. So the practice sheet is a yellow one, and then you can check your results on and see how well you're doing, and then we can find what some common errors are that you have, and then check to see your answers, and then hand in the pink one. So that's some good practice there, but halfway through it you get to go check your answers. So I'll talk to you later.